guys, it's Marianne from Thrive Admin Services, and in this video I'm actually going to share with you my 2 top tips for working with images in Microsoft Word. Firstly, we're going to look at how to crop your images to remove the amount of white space or dead space around your image so that it's not leaving weird gaps between the text and the images. And then secondly, I'm going to show you how to compress your images so that they actually take up less space in terms of file size, so that you're not ending up with 3-page documents that are 10 megabytes in size. So working in Microsoft Word to play with images, let's get started. The first tip, I'm going to show you how to crop the white out of an image, and to do that I've got a blank document where I've popped some filler text in so that you can see how it sits and how it changes once we've cropped the image. In this example, I've got 2 paragraphs, and then I want to pop my image in between the 2. So I've got my cursor set here. We're going insert picture from file, and I'm now going to select so this is my social media image. It's a nice square and it's got a lot of white space around it, so it's a really good example. So you can see when I've popped it in, firstly, it's a huge image, so that's fine. But also there's all of this white space at the top, and there's all of this white space at the bottom that's really creating this unnecessary gap between the text and the image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crop this image. Rather than creating another image externally, I can crop it here in the document to suit this particular purpose. And to do that, we click on the image, and when you click on your image, your picture format tool comes up, or menu bar. So you'll have lots of different options here. And over on the right hand side, we're going for crop. Now when I click, I can crop it to a particular shape, or I can change that it fills and fits things, but at the very basic level, we just click on it to crop it, and we end up with 9 points, which are these dark sort of frame points, where I can edit the image. Now in this instance, if I pull it from here, you can see it brings it in on both the horizontal and the vertical axis. But what I actually want to do, because of where the white space is on this image, I'm actually just going to drag this one down until I get close to the image, and then I'm going to drag this one up until I get again close to the image. Now if I click here again, it will undo it and it will save this new shorter version in this document. It hasn't edited the main image that I've imported in. That still sits on my files. This is just editing the image as it sits in this document. The other option is I can simply click anywhere in the document outside of where I've cropped, and it accepts it now. So it's now holding that image as this smaller size, and if I change and drag and drop and extend and shorten it, then it's going to stay in proportion with that white space gap. For this section, what we're going to do is we're actually going to compress the file image, and this is a really handy way to reduce the overall size of your document file, which makes it easier for you to be able to send it, but it also takes up less space on your system. Compressing a file simply flattens it to suit a specific purpose. It doesn't change the original image that you've popped into your document, because that still sits on your filing system wherever you keep the images. What happens is when you import an image, it will often come in at a really high resolution. So it might be 2 meg, 3 meg, some of them are even 10 or 12 meg, and it just loads up the document in terms of the size of the overall document, despite it only being maybe 3 or 4 pages. So as an example, we've got this logo of mine in our document, and if I go to File and Properties, you can see that this is 1.96 meg, because that's a high resolution version of my logo. What we're going to do is we're going to compress that, because I know that this document is only going to be viewed on the screen by the people I'm working with. So to do that, when I've clicked on the picture, we're going to hit the picture format toolbar, and there is a compress pictures option up here in the main menu. If you are working on a different version, you may not have this specific layout. Again, I'm working on a Mac too, so sometimes that's different. And on the web, it may look a little different as well. But compress pictures is always available either in your picture toolbar, or on your right click menu, there'll be an option either under format picture or in your actual right click toolbar. But compressing the image is always something that's been available. And you go compress pictures, and we've now got a bunch of options. So here we've got a range of different options. So the original quality is my full version. And then we're going to use it in an email, we can use it in on screen, as a print version, as a high definition, and then the high fidelity. So each one uses what you can see as a different number of PPI, which is pixels per inch, and that's the resolution of the image. So as I said, I know I'm going to use this one for on screen. If you've cropped any of your white space out, this will also remove that from sitting in the background of your document, which will also again reduce the file size. And then we can apply this in two ways. You can do this at the end of working in a document and just set all of your images to follow these same rules, or you can systematically work through each one as you like. So I'm going to do all pictures in this file because this is literally the only picture I've got here. So we go OK. Now, as you can see on the screen, nothing has changed, but if I now save my document and then we go File and Properties, you'll see the file size is now 946 kilobytes. So of 947, sorry. So it's taken about half of the size of the document out. I haven't added anything. I haven't removed anything. I have literally just compressed the image and flattened that image so that it's not chewing up as much space. I hope that video was really helpful for you. Working with images in Word is something that a lot of people struggle with, and it's sometimes these really little tweaks and tips that will make it easier for you to insert and play around with images in your documents and get the best result for you and your clients. If you've enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to Thrive's YouTube channel. It's the best way for you to stay up to date with any new content that comes out, as well as make sure that you're getting more bang for your buck from your Microsoft 365 subscription. If you are interested in learning more about what Thrive can do to help you work smarter within Microsoft 365, then you can find us on thriveadmin.com and you can see all of the ways that we can work with you and help you. Or you can hang out with us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or Pinterest. It's where we share loads of tips and tricks, and it's where you can find out all about the latest things happening at Thrive HQ. The other way that you can learn and build your knowledge when it comes to all things Microsoft 365 is to join our free Facebook group, Microsoft Dynamos. We do a live training session, which is a deep dive on this sort of stuff once a month. We've got a theme each month where we share loads of tips and tricks, blog posts, and we answer members' questions in the space. So you've got a huge bank of knowledge that you can access. If you have any questions, search for us on Facebook.